Alrighty, good afternoon out here on this Saturday evening. You got the gatekeeper. I'm sure a lot of y'all are pretty tired of me opening a video like that, don't you? Gatekeeper here. Maybe I need to change it to something new. Anyway, we have an original Palomar TX100 wideband amplifier, 2, 3 to 30 megahertz bilinear amplifier, solid state. Neat little amp. Neat little amp. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Chris out there, man. God bless you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for your patience. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Black. Mr. BL to the A to the CK. Mr. Black. Major shout out to you, buddy. Thank you, buddy, for all your help, man. All your support. And I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Real Deal. Mr. Real Deal. Thanks for all your help, brother, and all your bad A little hookups. Meaning your nice prices you hooked old Gatekeeper up with. Mr. Real Deal's building some nice power supplies over there in the hog yard. Anybody need a good power supply? Regulated? Holler at me and I'll holler at Real Deal. I do power supplies myself, but that joker specializes in power supplies. If I knew half of what he knows, I'd be rocking and rolling. Alright, we get on to the thing in hand here. We got a original Palomar here. And like I said with the last one I had, man, with these things having blue fronts like this and this having a blue top lid, the LEDs just should be blue. So that's why I went ahead and made them blue. That's my signature anyway. I love blue. This amplifier is in great condition. I had to clean it a good bit. Cleaned the inside very extensively. With this being an older amplifier, of course, they do get dirty in the background here. Okay, now I'm not never gonna hold nothing back from y'all or hide anything. That's just not my style. I was raised to just tell the truth and just let it be, even if it's gonna hurt you. This was an AB biased version of this amplifier, but there was something wrong with the bias circuit. I've never seen a bias circuit like this, and I'll be honest with you, I am under a time constraint because I'm in survival mode right now. What I call survival mode, meaning I'm trying to get all the amps I got laying around repaired and on eBay because I got to pay some bills, get caught up on some cop picking bills. I know many of you know how that is. So this is the last amp I'm putting on eBay as far as I know, and I've got to get back to my normal work. I've got a lot of people waiting on me and probably ready to wring my neck. But so what I went ahead and did is just Class C'd the amplifier. Just went ahead and converted it over to a Class C mode, non-linear. Okay, and it did perform a lot better after I did that because there just was not the proper bias voltage going to the base of the transistors. So went ahead and threw a new choke right here, feeding the output. And I always like to do that because, I mean, there was a lead as small as an LED lead feeding this output transformer. I just do not agree with that. I strengthened up the solder like I like to do on hot buses of these type amplifiers, just to help give it a little bit more current strength, you know. I had to tune the whole amplifier. For some reason, this amp did not have no output tune or input tune. Sometimes I see that. I don't know. I guess sometimes they feel like it don't need it. But I had to do an output tune on this bad boy. That's what you see, those two caps there. And I had to do a good bit of work to the input of this amplifier. The problem was it was dead keying way too high, and it was swinging back on the meter. So I replaced the old school 47 ohm resistor to ground with a newer style, and I went ahead and threw a 22 ohm in series to help back that down so it can have some swing, because it didn't have no swing to it at all. So I had to go ahead and do that to help with the swing of it, to give it some swing. The other thing that I had to do, the SSB switch was broke. Okay, So I had to put in a new SSB switch, and to get that punk to fit up in here, because it's the only switch I had laying around, I had to cut the board down here. Okay, I guess you can kind of see that. I had to cut the board down there, and that all that is was the power board feeding to the front switch over here. How they got the wire going to the front switch, and then from there, I usually like to make a little hot bus around here, bring the power over here straight to the hot bus like that, then run a wire to the switch. But I really didn't have a lot of room in here to do that, so I went ahead and just did it like that. And since I had to cut the board to fit this switch in here, I just put a real hefty gauge, I think it's about a 10 gauge wire from there, and looped it around there back to the hot bus there. So there you go. That's everything that I've done to it that I can see. It does have feedback circuits. That's what this, and then that inductor is. Okay, pair of SRF 2072s. This ain't no powerhouse, but it does about 100 watts, so you can get about 100 watts out of it. It's not a powerhouse, okay? So it's just a good amp to get from barefoot to 100. Be a good driver for a 4, 6 transistor, maybe even tickle an 8 transistor amp. All right, we're just gonna hit it with the hot radio. Oh, I had to do some repairing on the RF circuit too, the transmit circuit. I had to replace this 5 picofarad cap here. There was a ceramic right there, and it just looked like it was about giving out. So I went ahead and put a mica. That's just what I had laying around. All right, that's it. On to the performance of it. Oh, preamp. Preamp is not strong. I almost thought it didn't work at all, but it appears to be doing something. I'll show you here. Preamp on, off, on, off. Let's find another channel. On, off. Well, anyway, the preamp appears to be working. I wouldn't put a lot of hope into it. It don't appear to be strong at all. I did not do any work on the preamp. A lot of people don't even use name preamps, but a lot of people do. So I'm not going to put a lot of strength into this preamp. Even if you get it and it seems to be so weak that it doesn't work, I don't want to give you no promises that it does. Okay, I don't want to give you no false hope, but I see it in doing a little bit of increase on this end, but it ain't strong. All right, we're going to be driving about 8 watts RMS to it. We're just going to hit it. Probably it's pretty much probably going to be overdriving it, but I'm just going to hit it with a good strong. There's your RF light. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Preamp light. All right. RMS 1000 watt slug. 100 is 1000. 200 is 20 is 200. In between that's 100. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, we got some movement now. Before, what it was doing was dead keying about 100 watts and swinging back to like 40, and there was no tuning or anything fixing that. What it needed was more resistance. It needed some padding. Oh, so that's 80 watts RMS. That's pretty good for these transistors in this amp, by the way. Here's your peak. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're not getting much peak out of it. It did try to jump up there for a second. You're getting about 150 at the most. Oh, yeah. There you go. I mean, all it is a TX100. You're getting 150 out of it, 80 watts RMS with an 8 watt RMS drive, and I am overdriving it. I'll go ahead and tell you that now. But with the input padding that I put in front of it, in a sense that I'm not overdriving it, but I do not suggest you driving that much that I just did in it. I just wanted to show you the top end. About the most I would hit this amplifier with is like a single final radio. I would not drive this amplifier with a dual final radio. Do not do it. First thing that's going to go out probably is this input pad right here that I put in, okay? I guess I could have put in a big 5 watt but I was having problems even fitting that 2 watt in there. But like I said, this amplifier is not like your regular Class C amplifier. It's designed really for about a 4 or 5 watt drive, but with the modification that I did put in it, that pretty much about doubled it, so you can hit it, you know, 12, 15 watts PEP, even 20. If you do 20, just look at it, you know, just monitor the heat. Make sure this input pad out here is not getting brown on you. If you ever do below that by getting too crazy with it, you can get in there and throw you a big 5 watt 22, or you can even go up to you can even go down to a 10 ohm. It'll give you a little bit more dead key, but you can go with a 10 ohm. It won't get as hot. But input pads are made to get warm. They're going to get warm because you got RF flowing through them. Okay, they're not going to stay cool. All right, there you go. Just want to give you all the information I can. That's my last amp, and I'm out of here. Going to the old Sweet Things house, and I'm gone.